Alright, in today's episode, we're talking about how you can make money all year round by doing greeting cards. Let's get into it. Many people don't think about it, but greeting cards can actually be something you do all year round. Because after all, what really is a greeting card? It's not just something you do seasonally for Christmas. Come on. You've got birthdays, anniversaries, get well soons, thank yous. You know, when you go into the grocery store and you go to that wonderful aisle, there is an endless supply of greeting cards. Now, if you're somebody who is crafty, you may want to make them literally yourself from scratch, literally handmade, or you can go the self-printed route, or you can go the designing route and mass print. There's a few different ways you can go about this. Now, depending on what it is you want to do, depends on what it's going to take to get you going, in the sense of what materials are you going to need if you're going to do them handmade. What are you going to need if you're going to do your self-printing, or what are you going to need if you're going to go the designing and mass production route of having somebody else print them for you. And then, how do you monetize that on its own? Besides just going, okay, I've designed these cards or I've made these cards, where do I put them? How do I sell them? How do I make money from them? Well, depending on the route you go, depends on how your ratios are going to break down for the expense aspect. If you're going to literally make everything out of cardstock and like go through and do calligraphy or oil painting, and then it's going to depend on the style that you choose to go on, what it breaks down for your ratios for how you're going to profit from it. For instance, if you're going the 100% handmade route, you're going to need cardstock, paper, and pens, pencils, markers, paint, entirely depending on what you're going to do, maybe glue or glitter, whatever that is, that's your expenses for that project. If you're going the printed route, self-printing route, you're going to need the cardstock, printer, ink, and a way to design and make sure that they look the way you want to print them. And then you have the designing route and having them mass printed for you, in which case it breaks down a little bit easier because now you've got whatever time it takes you to design the card, and then you're going to a third party to have them print it for you at however many you want to have done, whether it's 50, whether it's 100 or 500 or 1,000 or whatever number you want to go for. And then you take that cost and the time it took for you to design it and whatever software you use to do it with, and that's your expenses for that. And then you figure out a ratio out of that for the expenses, for the amount of product, and the expenses of what it's going to take for you to do it again to get your revenue back. In which case, then you're able to figure out your pricing for your cards. Whether you're doing one of a kind, whatever it may be. And then you can market them on Facebook, you can market them on Etsy, you can market them on a blog, YouTube channel, podcast, you name it. The possibilities are endless for you to be able to market your greeting cards. You can even go to consignment shops and local businesses and see if they would be interested in purchasing and then reselling, or having them do a consignment and selling on your behalf and taking a percentage. That's entirely on you. But it can be fairly inexpensive to get started and get going, and it's something that you can do all year round and have a business around. It's entirely up to you. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what your thoughts are about doing greeting cards all year round as a way to make money. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful. Don't forget to check out one of the videos over here on the right hand side, as one of them may interest you. And we'll see you in the next episode.